Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain to you what the difference between broad and modified broad match type is for Amazon. Modified broad is one of the lesser known match types that we are able to do on Amazon. So let's get to it. So I prepared this little document which basically goes through the difference between broad and modified broad, because in order to understand modified broad we need to understand broad first. So obviously this is broad is the most broad type of match type we have on Amazon. So it basically targets a wider audience. It could include misspellings, acronyms, abbreviations, or other related terms. So here I have an example. So for example, if we're targeting women wine glass, Amazon can show our product for pink wine glass men, men wine glass, or any related terms. On the other hand, we can use modified broad. So, for example, if we have a modified broad for women wine glass, so this plus sign right here, it basically tells Amazon that this is the modified broad. So we can have different types of modified broad. So, for example, we can only have a modified broad for women. We can have a modified broad for women and glass, and we can also have a modified broad for the whole term. Okay, so what does this mean? This means every time there's a plus sign, that means and. So you're telling Amazon that whatever customer search term the customer uses to search your product, it has to include women. Okay, so for in this instance, this one only includes women. This one only includes women and wine. So if you have a product related to women and wine, you could use this. Or you can also tell Amazon to basically include this whole phrase in the customer search term. If the whole phrase of this is included in the customer search term, then your product will only show up. So, for example, if you do plus women, plus wine, plus glass, that means all of these terms have to be included in the customer search term for your product to show up, right? So, basically, this symbolizes an and. So, it could be women and wine and glass. So, you're telling Amazon that you only want to appear for customer search terms that include women and wine and glass. Okay. In this case, it was women only. In this case, it was women and wine. And in this case, it's all of it. So this is particularly very useful, especially when we're targeting brand names. So for example, we can do plus Monster. That means our product is only going to show up for terms that have the word Monster in it. Okay, so it could have other terms before or after it, but it has to include Momster because of the plus sign. So in this one, it has to include women, it has to include wine, it has to include glass. Okay, in this one, it has to include Momster. There could be terms before it or after it. In this one, it has to include women. So we're basically forcing Amazon to include certain terms and to basically to decrease the net of targets we're targeting. So what's the point of this? We have lesser net of targets. Okay, so we're not targeting a whole bunch of irrelevant terms. Okay, so this is obviously more concise, and this helps to reduce wasted ad spend, and it's great for branding. So we have seen great results with this, but this is a lesser known type of match type. So that's why we wanted to discuss it today. Okay, so let me give you an example. So let's say this is search term, right? These are basically customer search terms that we're just going to copy. I'm going to show you a tool that you can use to basically create modified broad easily. So I'm just gonna go here and I'm gonna go to tools and then I'm gonna go to PPC keyword. This website right here. So this website is I'll leave it in the description. It's found.co.uk/ppc keyword tool. Okay, so this website basically allows you to put all of your search terms into a modified broad if you want to do it. So basically, you just paste your search terms here, and then you can select any of these. But for this video, we're gonna select modified broad. Okay, and then we're just gonna do concatenate, which means to put everything together. So at the end, see it gives you all of the terms with modified broad in it, and you can also select from what kind of permutations you want. Okay, so all you do is copy this and then you can put it into your keyword targets that you're gonna do on Amazon. So let's just review. I hope this makes sense. So broad is a really wide net of targets, while modified broad kind of forces Amazon's hand to particular terms that you want in the customer search term. So then there's a lesser net of targets, but at the same time, this helps you reduce wasted ad spend and you don't show up for random things as we seen in this example. So, for example, you don't show if you have pink wine glass, then you can do a modified broad for pink wine glass, so you don't show up for blue wine glass. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. Please let me know if you have any questions. I will post this website on in the description, so then you can use it to create modified broad. Thank you very much. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks. Bye bye.